Late last year, Hasbro approached us to create a 44-minute direct-to-video movie of G.I. Joe Spy Troops. You know, a dream come true. It's toys and characters that we've grown up with and loved as kids, and to get to bring them to life, especially to bring them alive after 15 years. So it was a real privilege.
We started off and we had a few months to work on the storyboards and script. It was great. They got to be in New York together with the writer.
So we're drawing feverishly while we're talking about the story, while Larry Hama is telling story ideas, and while we're coming up with story ideas and scenarios.
Never wanting to stray away from the original Cobra Commander or G.I. Joe realm, we wanted to just only enhance characters and make them cooler, but at the same time keeping the key characteristics. In the world of animation, you have all of these liberties you can take. You can do things that are incredibly phenomenal. G.I. Joe and these characters are human, but at the same time we're animating them, so we need to make sure we do some really killer, incredible stuff that you couldn't even do if you tried to shoot the film live action with wires. When you watch the scenes with Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow fighting, it is just torn right from anime. Since these guys are so good, guns don't work. You know, every time they fire up, the lasers are going to hit each other and cancel each other out. They're too good for that. So it's all about being creative with how they fight each other.
We take the drawings from the art department and from Hasbro. We also take the actual toys themselves. An artist creates a 3D wireframe model of the character. Animation is an area that really I have a bunch of artists and actors who are bringing the characters to life.
Lighting in animation is very similar like lighting in a movie. The only difference is that the lights are on the computer. For this movie we lit over 15 scenes per day.
Well, when sound designing for the movie, I had to figure out how to make things that don't exist in sound, and how they would sound, like helicopters that do loop-de-loops, do spirals, tanks that fly through the air, lasers that don't exist in reality, all these different sounds, trying to figure out how to make them work without being so big that they cover up all the dialogue.
When we were asked to write the theme song for this film, we had a few parameters to address. We had to pay homage to the old theme, and at the same time, we had to make the song sound cool and hip by today's standards.
Look in the eyes of a hero and see the sacrifice within.
In composing the score, we wanted to treat the music like a theatrical live-action piece. This helps to make the dramatic cues and action sequences more cinematic.
For us, another real important part of the process is compositing, the process of adding special effects onto the shots. In a lot of computer animation, that's all done in the 3D computer software. For us, that was just not an option. We didn't have the time, so we used Flame and Inferno to be our compositing tools for all of the shots. And what that does for us is we're able to take a basic render and take it a lot further.
The things that we're doing compositing are a lot of fun. Adding lasers, explosions, camera shake, dust, film grain, and we have to track in the explosions and the lasers and make it look like they're really in the 3D space. That's the fun challenge of it, is making it look like it's really in the scene.
Ultimately, the part that I get the most enjoyment out as a director is to play that for my own children and to watch other children see that and to see these characters come to life and to have a kid not like Cobra Commander or laugh at Dr. Mindbender or think Snake Eyes is cool. We've pulled off magic.